You are pure love. You are divine perfection. Everything always works out in your favor. Everything that you desire is already done. Nothing can come between you and your desire. Receive it below. So, today I want to talk about the fact that you and your true love were already created to love each other. And the reason why it felt so deep in your heart and soul when you first saw them was because you were recognizing them, because you guys have already gone through this middle. You've already got past this. So before I get further into this, if you do love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It does help me grow, and I really do appreciate you for that. And if you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything related to your true love, specific person, mirror soul, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to my website, coreunion.com, book either a single session or a package, and my scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you with my next available session. All time exists in the now moment. The idea of the past and the future are just a paradigm and a construct within the program of our conditioning of what we believed life was before we learned the truth that we are all infinite, unlimited, limitless, multi-dimensional beings. And our entire life and our reality, including but not limited to our true love, always is a reflection of what's going on inside of us. I wanted to share something, just this is going to be short and sweet, that one of my clients experienced with her mirror soul. When she came to me, they were in separation. Excuse me, preparation. No separation, because there is no such thing as separation. You're actually not separate from anyone or anything. We are all source having the human experience. We are all divine. Again, you are divine perfection. You are consciousness, God, the light, creator, infinite intelligence, whatever you like to label that, embodying a physical representation of, the character, the vessel. So you yourself, your physical body is real, it's solidified, but you can change and you can shift your consciousness in what you believe about yourself and your experiences in life, money, health, relationships, men, women, friendships, things with your family. You can shift and change your own belief around that. So then you're the one that's actually conforming to what you actually desire and want. And your reality, because it's the law, it's just the way it works, always has to reflect the change within you back to you. That's just the way it is. So I say this because you can safely let go of the circumstances between you and your person. You can, because those circumstances were the externalized personification of your fears. And I know that it's not fun, maybe hearing when you know for a fact, you know that your mirror soul loves you as deeply as you love them. And if you don't know it, you need to know it and you need to change how you believe and how you see yourself and your person. But anyway, when you know that the love is there, it's as natural as breathing. You got evidence of that. Maybe, some of you may not have got all that evidence yet, but you will. When you know that the love is there, it's equal. You guys get close and then somehow they pull back, they pull away, they tell you they're not ready, they don't really love you, they didn't mean what they said, whatever. There's so many excuses. I'm too busy. I have this, I have that, I have too many priorities. A relationship isn't a priority for me. I never want to be in a relationship again. Oh, no, we can just go on and on and on. That little personification, as an example, is a reflection externalized for you to look at of something that's going on within you. It doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that you blame shift and you make everything your fault. That's what the human ego tends to do. But you just want to look at what was reflected back to you and be honest with yourself. Then you can go within and shift and change it. It's also good if an emotion came up around feeling abandoned or rejected or not good enough or judged, if any of those kinds of things came up, you want to disconnect this now and detach this emotion from your person, because in your mind, before you are fully awakened to your power, you don't want to continue to associate your specific person with fear and sadness and betrayal and rejection. So, this is what, when you are doing the inner work, this is the entire point, is so you can, simultaneously, when you're doing your inner work, when it's healthy, in a healthy way, you're tapping into your own actual divine power, your strength, your love for yourself, and getting very clear of the money that you want to receive in your life, the health, the experiences with different people, and the love with your person. And then when you're kind of in your waking day, as pain and memories come up of the past, now your job, since you got clear and you chose in consciousness, you chose out of the infinite what you want, recognizing that the experience you had out of the infinite was just reflective of what you don't want. So then you're feeling emotions come up because of memories or things that were said. Your job now is to let this go and to forgive if necessary, forgive yourself. If you need to do revision from the past, do it. It's very cathartic. And then you have wiped the slate clean, you let it go, you surrender it all over to your higher self, the God within, the light creator, infinite intelligence, whatever. Again, I don't care what you label that. And then you just go on about your business and you live your life and you enjoy yourself and you do things that you love and you pour love into yourself. So what I wanted to read from one of my clients was that, so when we first met, they were in preparation. And then once we worked together and I taught her what I'm explaining now and explained to her the importance of being consistent, then they started, he came back, they started to get closer and closer. And then through the middle, he would come back and go, come back and go. And I taught her how to reflect, because what happens is when your specific person comes back and then you're happy and then you're living your life and you guys are spending time together and you're in the relationship now, you stop doing the inner work and you start just getting completely pulled into the reflection again. And then you're not empowering yourself anymore. And you're not seeing your entire life from the lens of oneness. It's important to apply this consistently and always apply it with everyone, not just with your person. So the latest thing that happened with her, and I just have it that I want to refer to it, they were getting closer and closer. Everything was going really well again. And then he said, he doesn't want to keep me trapped here feeling this way, and he needs to actually deal with what's in his head. So, what she needs to do, and what I'm telling you guys you can do, is you can look at it and say, I don't want to. So, obviously, her old story was coming up again, maybe some sort of a fear around love, or who knows what it was. But it started rising up in her. And then he externalized and reflected that to her. I don't want to keep, I don't want to keep you trapped here. So look at that, reflect on that. I don't want to keep myself trapped here in the old story. And then he said, he needs to actually deal with what's in his head. I need to actually deal what's in my head. It's a perfect reflection. It's beautiful. It's precise. So go through this and just reflect on it and recognize that you don't want to keep yourself trapped in the old story, and you don't want to, you just want to deal with what's in your head and release it and let it go, and then get back in your end and get in your trust. So there's one affirmation I want to close this with for, again, this is for love. So this is for deep soul connections. affirm down below, we have the tools and the emotional capacity to handle the depth of our love. I love you so much. I intend that this video was of some value and service. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.